This Holy Week, a sacred portal for cleansing and renewal, I'll reveal the 3 dangerous objects you must remove from your bedroom right away if you want to make space for peace, abundance, and true well-being. Based on principles of Buddhist wisdom, this video won't just transform your room, it could transform your entire life. Stay until the end and you'll understand why these objects affect you more than you think, and how to free your space with awareness and intention. Before we continue, I invite you to set your intention from this very moment. Write in the comments, "During Holy Week, I receive abundance with gratitude." This simple act is more than just a phrase. It's an energetic declaration that marks the beginning of a new cycle for you. If this message is already resonating with you, like the video, subscribe if you haven't yet, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss the upcoming rituals and teachings that can help transform your life from within. Also, share this video with someone you feel needs an urgent energy cleanse this Holy Week. You never know the good you can do with a simple gesture. Now that you've activated your intention, it's time to understand why keeping certain objects in your bedroom during Holy Week can be especially harmful, and how this space, if not properly harmonized, can become a silent block to your energy, rest, and prosperity. Your bedroom is not just the place where you sleep. It's your most intimate, vulnerable, and energetically charged space in the entire house. It's where you rest, dream, recover, think, cry, and visualize your future. That's why everything in this space directly influences your energy field, your mood, and your ability to attract what you desire. According to feng shui and many spiritual traditions, the bedroom should be a sanctuary of soft, clean, contained energy. But if it's cluttered, overloaded, or filled with objects that shouldn't be there, that energy becomes dense, confusing, and limiting. And right now, this matters more than ever, because Holy Week is a key moment vibrationally. During these days, the collective energetic field is stirred, released, and transformed. That gives us the perfect opportunity to do the same in our personal space, to cleanse, release, and renew. Everything you do this week has a much deeper impact than at any other time of year. And if your room is filled with objects that hold past energy, misplaced symbols, or items that no longer resonate with you, that energy gets stuck, and whatever's blocked in that room becomes blocked in your life. Money that doesn't come, ideas that don't flow, repeated conflicts, all of that may have its origin in the space where you sleep each night. That's why what you're about to discover can help you liberate your energy and regain control of your well-being and abundance. There are rooms that rest with you, and there are rooms that weigh you down while you sleep. Sometimes you walk into your bedroom and everything seems normal, but something inside feels off, like the air is heavier, like something invisible is draining your energy or spirit, and you don't know why, until you look with new eyes at that piece of jewelry you haven't worn in years but can't throw away, or that decorative item someone gave you that never felt quite right, or that symbol you placed because it looked pretty but you have no idea what it means. All of that speaks. All of it emits a frequency, a vibration, a memory, and it does so every night as you sleep and every day as you try to attract a better life. Your room holds your dreams, but it can also hold your blockages. That's why Holy Week is the perfect time to look within, starting with the room where you lay your head each night. Because cleaning isn't just about throwing things away, it's about releasing with awareness to make space for the new. And now that you understand the true impact of what you keep in your room, it's time to reveal the 3 objects you must remove as soon as possible this Holy Week, if you truly want to open the door to peace, deep rest, and the abundance you're seeking. The first of these objects is not negative in itself. In fact, it might appear beautiful, spiritual, or even protective, but when it's placed incorrectly or kept in your room without a clear intention, it can have the opposite effect. I'm talking about symbols like Buddha statues, evil eye charms, mandalas, dream catchers, sacred or esoteric figures that have been placed merely for decoration or without truly understanding their meaning or the energy they activate. In feng shui, any object with symbolic meaning acts as an energetic activator, and if you place it in a space like the bedroom, where soft, introspective, and restorative energy should prevail, these items can overstimulate the chi and disrupt your rest. For example, a Buddha figure facing directly toward your bed can create an unconscious feeling of being watched or tense, especially if it hasn't been consecrated or placed with clear intent. The same goes for large, complex mandalas that overly stimulate the mind, or evil eye charms purchased without a true protective intention, just as decoration. From a Buddhist perspective, any sacred object must be placed with reverence, never carelessly or mixed with energies of sleep and personal desire. The bedroom is not the place for purposeless altars or powerful symbols you don't know how to handle. And during Holy Week, a time of deep cleansing, misplaced sacred objects can interfere with your inner purification process and the energetic flow of your home. It's as if a part of your energy were in conflict, spiritual mixed with personal, active with passive, creating a subtle, constant noise. So what can you do? You don't need to get rid of these symbols if they mean something to you. But this week, take the time to review which ones you've placed in your room, which ones truly resonate with you, and which ones are there without purpose. Remove those that don't feel in harmony, or that you don't even know the meaning of. And if there's one you want to keep, place it with intention, in a respectful spot, and away from the direct space of your bed. Your bedroom should be an energetic refuge, not a battlefield of symbolic confusion. Later at the end of the video, I'll share key tips for harmonizing your room and activating the energy of abundance during this Holy Week. And if this first object can already affect your rest and abundance, what comes next might be impacting you even more deeply, without you realizing it. This second type of object is even more subtle and therefore more dangerous. I'm talking about inherited jewelry, gifts from people in your past, sentimental objects you keep out of habit but that deep down no longer resonate with you, or even weigh on you emotionally when you see them. In feng shui, every object absorbs the energy of its owner, of the moment it was given, and of the story it lived. If that story was painful, if that bond ended badly, or if that person hurt you, then the object becomes a channel that keeps attracting vibrations from the past. Imagine keeping in your room a ring that belonged to someone who suffered, or a letter from someone you've cut ties with but haven't emotionally let go of. That creates an invisible energetic anchor that blocks the present and distorts the flow of prosperity. According to Buddhist teachings, attachment to material objects keeps the soul tied to suffering. When we cling to physical memories out of fear, guilt, or nostalgia, we leave no room for the new to enter. And in the bedroom, where the subconscious activates during sleep, these objects continue to project that energy night after night. During Holy Week, when planetary energy supports detachment, release, and transformation, keeping these types of objects in your most intimate space could be preventing you from moving forward, healing, and receiving the abundance you've been calling in. So what can you do? Lovingly go through the drawers, boxes, and corners of your room. Ask yourself, what story does this object hold? How does it really make me feel? It's not about throwing everything away, but about consciously choosing what still brings you light and what needs to be released with gratitude. And if you feel you're not yet ready to let it go, at least move it out of the bedroom. Don't let it sleep with you. Don't let it stay near your dreams. Freeing these spaces is freeing your path. So far, we've seen how certain objects, no matter how small they seem, can block the energy of your room, and with it your rest, your balance, and your abundance. And if you think that's already deep, the next one is even more delicate, because its effect happens in silence, almost imperceptibly, but directly affects your energy field, your rest, and your emotional stability. Before we move on to the final one on the list, tell me in the comments if you've identified any of these objects in your bedroom, and if you've felt that stagnant energy without knowing why. Your experience can help many others who are also awakening to this conscious cleansing. Also write, I cleanse my past and open space for abundance. This simple act reinforces your intention and activates energetic change from within. If this video is bringing you value, give it a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the upcoming rituals, tips, and teachings. And remember to share this video with someone who needs an energy cleanse in their space this Holy Week. It could be the key for that person to unlock something important in their life. Now get ready, because the third object is one of the most common, and many people have it in their bedroom without knowing that during Holy Week, its energy can intensify and deeply drain your well-being, peace, and even your prosperity. This third object may be the most subtle of all, and also the most dangerous, because it disguises itself as protection, spirituality, or good energy. But when it's broken, neglected, or purposeless, it does the opposite. I'm talking about those rosaries and crucifixes that broke and were left in a drawer, religious images covered in dust, crystals abandoned in a box, candles used in rituals but never cleansed, objects that were once sacred but now are just there. And from an energetic point of view, that's serious. In Feng Shui, it's said that every neglected object becomes a point of energetic stagnation. And if that object once had a spiritual purpose to protect, cleanse, guide, but was forgotten, then instead of protecting you, it begins to generate confusion and blockage. The same is true in many Buddhist teachings. Respect for spiritual objects is an extension of self-respect. Having a broken talisman, a cracked figure, or a sacred symbol in poor condition where you sleep is like sleeping next to a forgotten promise or an unfulfilled intention. And during Holy Week, when collective energy leans toward purification, inner awakening, and renewal, keeping these objects in your room is like keeping a door open to the old, to what's incomplete, to what no longer resonates with you. So what can you do? Go through them one by one. If they're broken, thank them for their service and let them go. If they're in good condition but forgotten, reactivate them, clean them with intention, with incense, with energized water, with candlelight. And if you don't know why they're there, they don't belong in that sacred space. The bedroom is a place for the rest of the body and soul, and no object should remain there unless it elevates your energy or supports your path. You've just discovered 3 types of objects that many people have in their rooms, unaware that they're blocking their energy, their rest, and their abundance. And right now, during Holy Week, one of the most powerful times of the year for cleansing and renewal, letting go of what no longer resonates with you is an act of self-love, protection, and energetic openness. But it's not enough to just remove what no longer serves. Now it's time to activate the energy of your bedroom with new elements, gestures, and rituals that transform it into a true sanctuary of peace, harmony, and prosperity. Holy Week is the perfect portal to restore harmony in your most intimate space, and these tips and rituals will help you turn your bedroom into a true sanctuary of rest, renewal, and abundance. Let's start with the air you breathe in your room. The first step to a deep purification is to cleanse the environment with natural incense or sacred resins. The smoke of sandalwood, copal, myrrh, or palo santo not only perfumes the air, it carries away the invisible burdens that accumulate in the space, especially in corners and forgotten areas. Walk through the room with the smoke in gentle circles, moving slowly. As you do, breathe deeply and mentally repeat phrases like, I cleanse my space, I release the old, I open the way for the new. Do it consciously, as if the smoke were helping you cleanse not just the space, but something within yourself. Then give your room a new sound, one that awakens it. Harmonic sound has a unique power. It breaks stagnation and moves dormant qi. You can use a Tibetan bowl, a soft-toned bell, or even small maracas. You don't need to be an expert, just play or shake the instrument in the center of the room and in areas where you feel the energy is heavier. This sound opens invisible channels, releases tension, and naturally restores energetic flow. Do it calmly, as if setting a new rhythm for your life. Now let's balance the energy with a very powerful mineral, salt. Sea salt has been used for centuries as a natural absorber of dense energies. Place a small bowl of sea salt in a discreet corner of your room, behind the door, near the bed, or in a corner. Leave it there for at least 3 days without moving or touching it. Then remove it with gratitude and dispose of it outside the house. This simple practice helps neutralize subtle vibrations that may linger even after a physical cleaning. To bring life into the space, add a touch of nature. After releasing the old, it's important to invite in the new. A living plant or a bouquet of fresh flowers can work wonders. Choose plants with a soft, harmonious energy: potted lavender, rosemary, jasmine, or even a small succulent. Avoid spiky or overly active plants, as we are seeking tranquility and regeneration. Placing a plant in your room isn't just decoration, it's life. It's a symbol of growth, constant renewal, and connection to what truly matters. And don't forget the light, not just sunlight, but the light of your intention. Lighting a white candle for a few minutes each day, especially at sunset, has incredible power. The candle represents the presence of conscious light in your room, dissolving any symbolic darkness that may remain. Do it in silence without rushing. You can place the candle on a plate in a special corner, and as you watch it burn, simply breathe and give thanks. You don't need complicated words, just say, "Thank you, I'm here, I'm open to receive." Finally, let your words activate everything. Every morning when you wake and every night before bed, repeat an affirmation softly but with presence. My room is a refuge of peace, rest, and abundance. Only what strengthens and uplifts me enters here. Your voice, your words, are the most powerful frequency you can program in your space. And when you do it consistently, your room begins to speak that same energetic language back to you. These tips aren't just practices. They're symbolic gestures, daily rituals that remind you of who you are and what you deserve. And now that you've prepared the space, it's time to fully activate your room's energy with a special ritual of cleansing and opening, harnessing the vibrational power of Holy Week. This ritual is designed to be done once during Holy Week, preferably on Holy Thursday or Good Friday at sunset, but you can adapt it to whatever time feels most aligned for you. It's simple, powerful, and if done with intention, it can mark a before and after in the energy of your room and your life. You'll need a bit of natural incense, sandalwood, copal, palo santo, or your favorite, a white candle, sea salt, a bowl with clean water, an affirmation written on a piece of paper, for example, "I open my space to light, rest, and abundance," a plant or natural flower, optional but recommended. Here are the steps. Prepare the space mindfully. Physically clean your room before the ritual. Sweep, organize, air it out, and place all the items on a clean surface. This initial act is a declaration. I am ready to release the old and welcome the new. Light the incense and slowly walk around the room. Let the smoke touch every corner, especially the corners, bed area, and important objects. As you walk with the incense, repeat softly or mentally, "With this smoke I dissolve what I no longer need. I invite peace and prosperity to stay." Place the white candle and light it with intention. Don't rush. Feel the moment. The flame represents your inner light, your power of renewal, and your guidance through transformation. Take the affirmation paper and place it under the bowl of water. Then add a teaspoon of sea salt to the water. This act represents the purification of your emotions, your energy, and accumulated thoughts. Leave it there as the ritual continues. If you have a plant or flower, place it in a visible corner of the room. This symbolizes that you are ready to grow, to bloom, to receive with love. Close the ritual with gratitude. Stand in the center of the room, breathe deeply 3 times, and with your eyes closed, visualize your room filled with a soft golden light that expands and embraces everything. Think about what you want to attract: rest, clarity, health, abundance, and feel that it is already entering your life. Stay in silence for a few minutes, just you and your renewed space. After the ritual, gently extinguish the candle, never blow it out. You can pour the salted water down the drain or dispose of it outside your home. Place the affirmation paper in a meaningful spot, a special drawer or under your pillow, and keep it there for the next 7 days. Remember, this ritual isn't about magic, it's about energy guided by intention, and when intention comes from the heart, results begin to unfold naturally. Today you've taken a powerful step. You didn't just cleanse your room, you began to clear your path. By releasing what no longer aligns with your energy, you've made space for rest, clarity, love, and the abundance you truly deserve. Holy Week is more than a spiritual tradition. It's an energetic invitation to start fresh. And you've chosen to say yes to that invitation with presence and awareness. Always keep this in mind. Your room speaks, and when you speak to it with intention, the energy of your life begins to shift and elevate. Drop a comment below. I cleanse my room and receive abundance with gratitude. Let it be more than words. Let it be your energetic commitment. If this video brought you insight and inspiration, like it, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a ritual or teaching. And please share this video with someone who may need to refresh their space and step into a new beginning. You might be the spark that lights the way for them. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, may the energy of abundance, peace, and renewal walk with you, today and always. With love, until next time, dear friends.